What's going on, people? Welcome back to the Comfort Zone. I'm here in Portsmouth with my boys, minus Kaleem and minus Amer and Nabil, the legend himself. Episode 5. Not cutting anyone's hair today because Kaleem's a bitch. He pussied out. But it is what it is. The first thing I wanted to talk about, is I saw this video the other day of it was a robot making. Have you seen it? It's like this robot arm, and it hands out fucking coffees, makes it all from scratch, and it's completely like there's no humans involved, and it just made me think about how like time ago we would have thought the future would have been a long time ago, but we are literally living in the future right now. Like the times we're in right now is the future. We literally have robotic arms making food and drink for us at this very moment of time.
But is that even good?
It's not a good thing. It's not something that I'm excited about, but it's just I'll deepen it. We are in the future. Cryptocurrencies, NFTs, robots, all this stuff starting to, we got, what's the thing in New York or like Japan where they have the robot that delivers the food? Have you seen it? It's like a dustbin kind of thing.
Oh, the drones, yeah. I've seen drones that are flying ones. There's like
there's
Amazon and shit.
Yeah, there's one, but there's ones on the floor. Yeah, I'll see if I can get it up. There's like these little, I don't know how to explain it. They're like these cute little fucking Wally looking fuckers, and they, in the belly they'll hold your food and like Deliveroo come to your house. Swear to God, like here's your food, sir, and then fucking you just take it out.
They get jumped, like.
Yeah. They get robbed all the fucking time, but it's just like it's just crazy the world we're living in. Like the metaverse, like the future is 10 years away. Like we're nearing that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I have to admit, virtual reality and technology is where we're going right now, and it's kind of scary, to be fair.
Scary as fuck.
But huge things to be overcome in the near future, and great. The possibilities are endless.
That's like an interview moment.
Yeah, for real though, it's going to be crazy. Our lifetime is going to be real fun and inspiring. You get me? Yeah.
I feel like we might have like one of the most, like the time that we've been born in. If you look at like everything that's happened in history, there's been a lot of mad shit, but we somehow managed to get born in the time of the fucking internet was created. Okay, like we were there for the internet.
So going off what you said, industrial revolution versus internet and that era of technology. You get me? So obviously fucking industrial revolution is like that's go off.
Well, because exponentially we've gone up recently. We've gone up way more than we did before. The changes that are happening now in just like the last 10 years are probably even bigger than what was happening in like the 1800s, like over 100 years. Like,
yeah.
You know, the thought I had the other day is I'm very grateful. There goes my monetization. I'm very grateful for the fact that I was born just in time to know what it was like before the internet. Like, do you remember that time in childhood where people would knock on each other's doors instead of texting them and be like, yo, do you want to come out and play? Literally. Or like, I remember like PlayStation 1 had no online, there was no Wi-Fi, it was just by yourself. And it's just crazy. I feel like it's truth that kids, post 2005, 2006 will not know. They will have no clue what it's like to have a world without this device, this internet turned off. They don't know, like I don't know how to explain it. I feel like the world was more silent. Like it was very quiet. Like the world felt quieter.
In some ways, I feel naive that I am not I'm not a millennial. Like I wasn't here before, like the internet and that. In some ways, like when I'm talking about parents and stuff, like I feel like I'm naive in talking about things like that because I've never been subject to a time where I wasn't be able to search up something instantly on my phone. So
but I know what you mean about that feeling of just before it was actually like that. It felt like a different kind of landscape because you spend so much fucking time now looking at a screen that it's like a second reality to what you're fucking living, because you're like, so much of your time is like literally, and then you break away from it and you're like, whoa, shit.
100%.
But before they had none of that.
Bro, like before, like I just remember like the house was so quiet, because now like if it's just me and my mum in the house, we're both on our phones, so we're kind of just preoccupied. But because we didn't have that, we were just like, just like just doing stuff. Like I would walk on the house and be like, what can I do right now? You never do that now because you're always just like, all right, well, let's just see what's on here. It's like we've exported, outsourced a lot of things, so many things, like even
Imagination.
yeah, like literal thinking has been outsourced. Instead of just sitting there thinking, you think, oh, let someone else think for me, where we can read these fucking quick TikToks. It's actually really damaging to our minds, I think.
So do you agree? You both agree with the fact that social media is damaging to our mental health, and glorifying things that aren't actually valuable to our lives, right?
100%.
So this is the question I lead on to. Do you think that mental health in terms of humanity is better? In my opinion, it's lower than, but do you think, do you agree with the fact that mental health is better now than ever in human history, and why?
No, I don't think it's better. I think it's worse, bro. I'm pretty sure statistically, I'm not going to claim any statistics because I don't know them, but I'm pretty sure, like I can 80% sure say that it's definitely higher than it was in the past. I'm pretty confident about that, especially in the younger generation, just because of, like you said, social media comparison, all this shit. Like even myself, like I find myself like looking on social media, comparing myself, and I'm like, fuck, like I was so calm a minute ago. Now I've turned on my phone, I feel shit now. Like that was, like if I didn't have my phone, that wouldn't happen. That wouldn't have happened.
And
Yeah, go on. But the one thing about that, because that is a fact that if you look on it year by year on the official figures, mental health problems have been going up in most categories. But the thing about that is that it's not a reliable statistic, because the exact same time frame we've been looking for it more and more and more, and understanding it more and more and more, and diagnosing it more, instead of stuff like calling people mad and retards and shit like they used to, you know.
Isn't that like 80% of statistics are false? Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a huge thing we should consider socially. It has a huge, profound effect on everyone's state of mind. You know what I mean? It's a huge cause for mental health in this era, and this you know what I mean?
Did you see in the news recently that Facebook was announcing that due to the fact that European Union didn't want to allow Facebook to keep European data on American servers, they were trying to ban them from that. And so Facebook, in response, threatened to ban Facebook and Instagram from all European Union users, right?
Really?
And the European Union was like, do it.
Yeah.
100%.
Really?
Like, do it, yeah.
When was this?
Really recently, yeah. It's very recently.
Fucking hell.
And I was looking at it and I was like, fuck sake, why did we leave the European Union? I would love
I'd
Facebook
love
and
that.
Instagram to be banned.
Yeah. I would, if someone had to tell me right now, would
Would you vote for that?
yeah, all Instagram, all social media, porn as well, I'd put that on there, turned off. I would, in a heartbeat, I would do it. Because then the world would be fucking better. I really do think that. But it's not possible, because once you unlock a door, there's no closing it. There's no closing it again.
Exactly.
Once someone makes, even if, let's just say metaverse, whatever, fails, the idea is already there. Someone else will do it. If Zuck doesn't do it, fucking Elon will. Someone else will do it. The door has been opened. That is the only way forward now.
That's the thing about technology. Obviously, because it's exponentially growing, if someone fails, next man is going to hop onto that. There's no other route than technology right now.
Because it's money as well. Like, it's guaranteed. It's a guaranteed idea to make money. It's just waiting. It's waiting to happen at this point. It's just waiting for someone to make it. That's the future we live in. And fuck me, we've got a hell of a task. Like, our parents now thought they had trouble, trying to get us off the Xbox and whatnot. We are fucked. Trying to get our kids off virtual reality. We're screwed. We're fucked. Honey, please come off the fucking metaverse. No, mom.
I'm a fucking superhero on this thing.
She's got some big titty anime bitch in front of me. Like, what? You ain't gonna want to come off that shit. Like, COD was addictive enough. It's fucked. We are. I don't know where we're going.
Yeah,
I quite liked what we were talking about. Like, I want to continue talking about that fucking Facebook thing. That's mad. So basically, Facebook wanted EU citizens' dataship because they literally thrive off that. That's the monetary value for them.
Yeah. Because there's way more there's way more data laws and protections in the EU than in America.
And that doesn't include us anymore, does it?
That doesn't include us.
So
And well, there's a lot of fucking speculation online, especially in the left side of the political spectrum, saying that was one of the main reasons that people wanted Brexit, to stop all these protections that the EU was putting in place, stuff like food protections, so we don't get American food, stuff like obviously online data protection. You know, there's a lot of rules that were coming in place recently, just before Brexit, that people were like, who would want to stop this? And it was just the same people that were actually fucking doing the stuff for Brexit, you know?
Oh, okay.
It's double standard.
So you think some people benefited from it? Like, I see.
But this the entire manifestation of politics, because there's gonna be double standards wherever you lie in shit like that. Many of the MPs and shit, they be contradicting themselves all the time. Met police.
It's true, bro.
Met police right now.
Facebook won't pull the plug, obviously, because that would shut off an entire continent's worth of their fan base. So, or
And the very
customers.
rich place as well.
Yeah, but that's fucking crazy. Like, it's also crazy just how much hold companies and conglomerates, or whatever you want to call them, monopolies have over our government. That's fucked, isn't it? Like, who actually really has the power if people with money can be like, well, we're not going to help you with this, and then they're like, oh, do you know what I'm saying? Like, they have influence over the people that shouldn't be able to influence it.
It's disgusting.
But that's the reality of it, and it does make sense economically, because everyone's
I don't blame them.
everyone wants a bit of money in it, and also like, because they have so much power, they have so much data, and we rely on them more for, like, I saw this thing, I think, was it a Black Mirror episode where they use like a fake Facebook conglomerates database because the police didn't have it, or something like that. I've seen it. It's not that Black Mirror episode. It's just like, it's crazy the world we live in, man.
Well, the thing is about that is that the data companies like Facebook and all this kind of stuff that literally are just harvesting data, and that's how the main way they make money. They don't offer anything to the countries that they reside in. Places like the UK, right? They don't pay any tax. They get away with paying no tax. Amazon pays no fucking tax for the UK. So they actually contribute nothing to us, and yet they have so much influence over the decisions made in our king, because of either corruption, or because, you know, the fucking politicians are so fucking blind that they think they need to rely on these people for these shitty jobs. They do bring jobs, but they're so bad. Like, they're usually corrupt.
You know, one of the fucking most fulfilling fucking things I've seen on the internet is when that senator is asking what's his name, Zuckerberg. He's asking Zuckerberg. He's like, would you share the name of the hotel you stayed with last night? And he's like, oh no, I wouldn't. He's like, that's just what we're fucking talking about. It's
like you wouldn't want it, so like, don't.
Of course not. Why are you sharing everyone's fucking thing? You know what I mean? But
like, related to that, like how you said, like, their answers to everything is always, oh, but we're bringing so many jobs, we're bringing you economic value, blah blah blah. But there was like a recent thing, I can't remember who it was. I think it was, who's the guy who owns Amazon? Jeff Bezos. I'm pretty sure it was Jeff Bezos. He wants to bring his big, like, mega yacht through like a bridge that was rebuilt, and the government, I can't remember what country it is, was like
Danish, I think.
something like that. We'll never take this bridge down again. It was like
Oh no, it's Denmark.
it was a symbol of like their pride, because they rebuilt it after the war. And this motherfucker said, I'll move a bridge. I want to bring my boat through. And they were like, oh, okay, Mr. Bezos. Literally. They're taking it down again. And the reason that they've explained to the public is this big boat is going to bring them jobs. That's what they always fucking say. It's all in benefit for one person. It's mad. And do you know how much it's going to cost them? Millions to do that. Like, millions to do that. So they can spend millions of taxpayers' money for one individual. You know, homeless people, you know, all the things we know, hunger. Not like they can't spare that money for them. Do you know what I mean? It's just mad.
This is why money can buy anything. Enough said.
Yeah, it's true. It's definitely true.
Money can buy other motherfuckers' occupation. Money can buy someone to do anything. No matter the price. No matter the price. You could pay money to the biggest organization in the world, and they would do it as long as the fucking price is big enough. And what we live off. I'm not trying to get conspiracy shit up in here, but yeah, you could pay anyone in the world to do something.
What's your price? What's your price? How much value would you put on yourself?
On my own head.
For yourself, if
As in-
Bezos wanted you, you can create a scenario. But what would your price be for you
To designate my life to him,
to work for him? Like 100%, yeah.
I need to know more about the what do I have to be doing?
Like say you had to fucking kick people out of their homes, yeah, immorally to get space for his factories. That was your job, to find places and have families out of their homes.
Okay, this is mad because it gets moral, and it doesn't sit well with me, doing things against what I find good or not in a moral standard.
For $200,000 a year.
Yeah, I don't think I can live with the guilt. I've gone through, I'm young, but like I've gone through some things that I don't like guilt as an emotional feeling. I like to think I'm a moral person, and
500k.
yeah, funny one, but I think that life isn't about money.
2 mil.
Even though everyone is thinking of it. Even I'm a materialistic person, but I wouldn't do something just for money. You get me? If I'm not happy, I wouldn't do it just for money. I wouldn't sell my soul and be unhappy for life just to be like unlimited rich.
Fair enough.
I'd never do that. Even though I'd love to be rich. Don't lie. I can't even lie. I'd love to be like, fucking models and shit. Get me like in a 5-star hotel. Like no one can lie. I'd love to do that. But like morals come first.
Preach.
Preach that shit every day.
10 mil a year.
Eugene, you've been quiet for a while. Let me hear your view on that.
To be fair, I think that's the best way to do it, and yet that is also the least likely way to become rich, because the fact of life is that the bastards,
you gotta fuck people over.
The bastards and the fucking snakes and the fucking psychopaths are the ones that goes to the top most of the time. There's still definitely people that can do it, but it's way harder.
It's true.
I get more of a thrill and more of a happiness off of making other people happy than making myself happy. Not gonna lie, I go to town, I buy some shit for myself, I get gassed. But in a short term feel, I get a euphoric feeling of making other people happy. So,
but what you were saying about the people who do get rich. It's a lot of stepping on other people's heads to get there. Like that's what I've seen with a lot of. It's just fucked up, man. And it's just like, it is true. Like, just that whole situation. Like the kinder you are, the less like I think was it Jordan Peterson talked about it one time. It was like people who have a certain type of personality. I think it's like people who are like. Yes, there's assertiveness, and what's the other one? There's one where it's like you're a people pleaser, and those people have less chances because they're not disagreeable enough. And people who are they're agreeable people. That's it, yeah. And it's true. It's very true. Like the people who are just won't stand up for themselves and aren't willing to upset people to get their own way.
But the best thing about that message is that is a universal message that is taught to everyone. Because my dad taught that to me, but in a different words. Yeah, he said to me when talking about things, he said in life, right? He said. The squeaky hinge gets the oil, right? The person that shouts about the problems, that talks about it, doesn't fucking take no for an answer, is annoying to the person that is actually trying to get the thing. They will get their shit done for them.
It's true. It's true. You have to piss people off. You have to be like, you don't have to, like, you got to do it in a way where it doesn't upset people. You have you don't have to piss people off. Like you want to treat people nicely, but if you're not, there's a lot of people who will just be like, if adversity or conflict comes their way, will just put their heads down. Like, yeah, I'll give you a situation like in a class, in let's say in like school, and someone wrongfully gets told off for something they didn't do, and someone else did it. The agreeable person would just get pissed off but keep it to themselves. This agreeable person would put up a fucking fight and say, "No, I did not do this. I didn't do that. That was someone else." Like that's the kind of person that I would do that. If in injustice, I can't sit there and be like, oh, never mind. I will. Do you know what I'm saying? But there is some situations where like I can be a little bit agreeable. Like I'm trying to think. Like
I feel like
in the workplace for me.
I feel like a lot of people relate to this. Whoever's watching, but definitely in school, it's a term of authority and minority, where even though your point is valid, it's not going to be heard of, whether it's teachers, whether it's police. You know what I'm saying? As in, there's authority taking the position over what is on paper right, whereas morally it's not right. You know what I mean? Like on Reddit I saw.
I don't understand. I honestly, I'm lost. So what do you mean by that?
What I mean is, so you got authority like police or a teacher, imposing what they think on you, when morality it may not be.
So okay, so you're saying that a lot of teachers will say their way is right, like you listen to me because I'm in charge, even if they're not correct.
Exactly. These people will impose that shit on you, saying that, oh yeah, this this is a scenario that I'm going to tell you about, which shows exactly what I'm trying to say. This police officer was arresting a guy. He was on the floor. The two men were kneeling on him. And he was just like, okay, well, I suggest you back the fuck up then. And he put a fucking gun to the guy's head while he was on the fucking floor.
Bro, police authority.
That is authority trying to impose themselves on it. They're imposing their power on you. With
At the door. You gonna let him in, bro? That's some real shit though. It's out there. Fuck a lot of police. Not all police. There's obviously some good ones who have good intentions, but there is a lot of disgusting police officers, man. That saddens me. We've got some more people coming in right now. Who's here? Everyone? Oh, just Eugene. Where have they gone? Everyone else?
They went to go get balloons and food.
Yeah, still recording. We're talking about police, corruption and police.
Speaking of police, any UK viewers, whoever the fuck is the head of Met Police just got sacked because of all the.
She quit.
Scandals.
No, she quit, didn't she?
I don't even fucking know, but they're sacked. Met Police is full of scandals. Sarah Everard, whatever her fucking name is, all these shits talking about racism and sexism and all. Everyone knows police is corrupt. I need to say this, but this is finally hopefully it's gonna be a better change now. But these motherfuckers be taking a piss, man, taking a piss.
The head of the police, her name's fucking retarded. Her name is Caressa the Dick.
Caressa the Dick.
Dick. Someone said it because I didn't want to.
Caressa the Dick.
I play it.
Wait, so what happened with her? She left, isn't it?
Basically, the London mayor, Sadiq Khan, who's her boss, said that in light of all the fucking shit that's happened, like Alec mentioned, Sarah Everard, all the fucking protests, all the stuff with the Prime Minister not getting investigated for crimes that he obviously committed, all this kind of stuff stacked up, and he said, you've not fulfilled your job, I want you to resign. And basically she was like, okay.
What did she do again?
To be fair, I don't know individually about this motherfucking person, To be fair, I don't think the head should be sacked. I don't know what she's done. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about politics, But, I don't think, just for some shit, the head should be sacked. Because, listen, she's monitoring motherfuckers, who are on their own accord, Police officers will go out, in the car and stop search someone with no fucking grounds, you get me? It's not her fault. I don't know who the fuck, I don't know if she's done anything directly, but I know the problem isn't with the fucking head. The problem is with the entire,
the whole workforce, like the
whole workforce.
What did she actually do though? Like, what did she actually do? Like, what was the controversy?
Well, she's the head. So she's in charge of all policy and the culture that's.
But what was the first thing that came up, like the cause to resign?
Like,
I saw there was a controversy about what something she did.
So she was the head
The
of the
woman that
police.
went missing.
Yeah, and she said stuff like, in response to what could we do about this in the future, instead of saying big changes in the culture of police, she said, well, maybe if you're in trouble, you can flag down a bus and they'll help you. That was
Really?
her.
Wait, for the woman that got kidnapped by police.
That was Caressa Dick's advice after that event. Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. That is bad.
The Met Police are idiots.
I don't know, man. There's probably some alright individuals. I never ever, personally, I never want to say all to anything, because there is always the outstanding person who does try their best, and you don't want to demean them people. Like, we need those people to be appreciated. But I will say that I have seen a lot of corruption individually from a lot of police officers online. I mean, it's not hard to find any fucking video of a police officer doing something that's really disgusting. But for the individuals that do take their job seriously and actually have good intent and understand that they're in a position where they have not only a privileged position, but secondly, a position where they have a massive amount of influence on everyone as a whole, that comes with a lot of responsibility. And to the people who actually take that seriously and, you know, aren't fucking racist to begin with, is no, do you know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, like, if you're like, those people need to be respected. Like, that's why I'm really not like all for like the all police like don't matter, all this kind of thing. It's just because I feel like the people who actually do genuinely try to take it seriously and try their best will just be like, oh well, fuck this then. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I'm saying about that? Like, you have to appreciate those people as well. It's like saying, oh, like, you can't say all anything, like all white people are this, like all, like, you can't do that.
Especially the police, because I bet you the kind of people that say, abolish the police, get rid of them, all this kind of stuff, and they're all completely fucked, yeah? If you put them in a world where there wasn't police, they would complain a lot more, and they would be way worse off, because it would be chaos. Like,
yeah, nah, I definitely don't believe in abolishing the police. I don't think that's a good idea, but like that's exactly my point, innit? Like, just fucking fuck the ones who take the piss with it. And hello, what are you saying? You want to say what's up to the podcast? Kalima Mood.
Hello, my people. My brethren.
Amir Raja.
hello.
What did you guys get? Did you grab some lunch?
No.
Get in the cam as well. May as well get in the cam.
Come sit on the sofa here, innit?
I'm fucking ordering a milkshake.
Bubble tea.
Yeah, get me a milkshake as well. Where did you get that from, kids?
Where you getting it from? Where you getting it from?
There you go.
Can you get Red Bull from there? If not, I might. Do you have coffee? Do you have coffee?
Oh yeah, you've been asking for a Red Bull.
You don't have any coffee?
You don't have coffee now.
Where's Nabil?
I don't know.
Is he here the whole time?
Yeah.
I thought he went out with you.
Nah, he's probably gone to sleep, innit?
Nabil, if you're watching this, I made you subscribe to my channel, so you should be watching this.
Did you
Yeah. And I made him subscribe to my other music channel as well. Have a good sleep, my friend.
I need to order this first.
Alright,
Okay, let's
let's bring it back in.
I've got the next topic to talk about. Yeah. So
Hold on, I gotta restart. Bring it up. What do you want to say?
all I want to say is we're moving 1,000 miles an hour right now. Yeah. 1,000 miles an hour.
Yep.
Spinning. Yeah. We're spinning on Earth. Yeah. Let alone how fast we're moving around the fucking galaxy, and we are moving as a galaxy towards our nearest galaxy, the Andromeda galaxy.
We're gonna collide.
We will collide in billions of years, and in the end of the day, we will be the Milk-Dromeda galaxy, and it'll be spurs and explosions of of suns and planets merging together. It'll be a crazy situation. But
Oh, I need pictures.
what I'm trying to say is,
Pictures,
I feel like a crazy feeling in my body about the universe is too hard to comprehend. And there's not much to say about that. It's just crazy.
Bro, we'll get a little philosophical here, yeah. But speaking to both of you and the mayor as well, if you want to chime in. One of the maddest things that I can't ever get my head around, yeah, is the fact that very philosophical, very out there this topic, but the fact that three things, yeah. First one, we don't understand, any of us, how we got here, why we're here, like what the fuck's going on. Like, none of us actually have that figured out, which I think is crazy. Like, we all act like we do, but we actually have no fucking idea, yeah. Second thing, we've created our own system of living, like capitalism, whatever, yeah, like this our own functioning thing, and we all have abided to it and just accept that. Do you know what I'm saying? Instead of questioning anything else.
Yeah.
And thirdly, we're like we're like a fucking grain of sand in the universe, and no one talks about that shit. Like we can go our whole lives. I know people who have gone their whole lives without ever questioning stuff like that, and I think that's the craziest thing. Like shouldn't that be the biggest question that we focus towards, instead of how can we get more money, how can we like look at Jeff Bezos, how can we get more conglomerates? Shouldn't the biggest question be like, what the fuck is going on?
You know what I think? Matt man at the bounce. I see girls everywhere. Titty ass, hands in the air. It's a party over here. Should have got man. That's what I'm saying.
Honestly, I think that has answered my question.
We gotta live our life here, not worrying about what the fuck going on, cause we've gotta have fun in the meantime, and you know, take advantage of the experiences we have.
You know what? That's answered the question. I've pondered over that my entire life. What the answer to that is.
Gotta have fun.
And you've answered it just here, man.
You gotta have fun, man.
Yeah. So we should not question a single thing. I just go.
Hey, listen. No.
Honestly, there might be some truth to that. Just like
no point in spending. There's no point.
Ignorance is bliss.
£5 on a motherfucking Starbucks when you can get a Yazoo for £1.50.
Ah, you lost me there.
All I'm saying.
You lost me there.
That's all I'm saying.
What are we talking about now?
Milkshake.
Yo, I can.
My milkshake brings the boys to the
milkshake. Yo, what's this guy doing, man?
Let's move away from politics.
Well, I want to hear you. I wanted to hear Eugene's take on it first. On what I was talking about. Yeah. Do you have anything you want to say on that? Apart from milkshakes and stuff.
Wait, because Alec, I can't remember what you actually said.
So I was talking about how people can go their entire lives without questioning why we're here, what is going on. Don't we think, as a civilization, the most important thing that we should be working towards is why and what the fuck is going on? But I feel like one, it's too big of a question for us to find out, and secondly, people like have created their own meaning to it. Like our reason for living, yeah, like we've created our own answer. We couldn't find an answer to what's going on. Yeah, we couldn't find, Wagwan. Like we thought it was God before.
Yeah.
Now we're kind of questioning it differently. Now we're starting to think, oh, we don't know what the answer is. So we've created capitalism or brands and material things as an answer to that.
Yeah, okay.
It's the answer.
Well, for me, like, obviously, everyone has their own shit. Like you said, there's people that have religion. There's people who have all this kind of stuff to create meaning. That's because there's kind of two questions there. You said it all in one thing. There's meaning, and then there's also the truth of what has actually happened. How, not why, but also how, right? So how, I would always, in my personal life, look to science, which is always trying to increase their knowledge, and they are always increasing the knowledge base of how, what happened, when it happened, what could have happened. They're always producing these models. I think that's the best way to work out how and why. I think it's down to every individual to come up with a positive meaning and direction that they want to put their life in, because there's no one that can tell you how to do it. Like you can try and seek that out, guidance from other people, but in the end it might not be compatible with you, and you have to find your own meaning in the end. So
100%. Like that's what I started to I figured out recently. Like through like 18 to 19, I read so many books. I think I have a whole list on my phone of all the books I read. And the main reason I was looking into all these books was trying to find like a reason or like a purpose, like an answer. I was looking for an answer. Like that's a lot of these self-help books will do these kind of things. Like they'll try and sell you answers to your questions. And I kind of like took all this advice, and I did like the person I was becoming. But what I kind of had the realization was like recently, like 20 years old, I was like, oh, actually, I have the answer the entire time. And it was just for me to create my own purpose and live by that, because you can't. Another thing I figured out, like you can't actually tell anyone how to live, or like there's no right way. Like just a little example. Like I had an incredible time at sixth form. Like sixth form was an incredible time for me. So when my brother was like having decisions, should he go apprenticeship or sixth form, I said to him, go sixth form. Like you'll have the best time. I promise you. You don't regret it. He doesn't like it. And it blew me away. I was like, how the fuck do you not like it? Like, you have so much time. He's like, no. And he ended up dropping out. He's doing an apprenticeship now. It's just like, just what you feel and what happened for you isn't the same for everyone else, because everyone has a different like feelings. You know what I'm saying?
What I gather from that is that everyone has their own individual, line in life. Mm-hmm. So everyone has their own experiences and learning from that. You can't compare one person's story to another. and that's why I feel like it adds to friendship and relationships, and you know, you could talk about things for time on time again.
No,
Man.
yeah, you can't compare people's stories, but you can compare onion rings. And these motherfuckers are floppy and not crispy.
Oh, you're gonna take that?
They're not crispy.
Oh, you hear about some places? Yeah, we got some dead sides. Sam's is good, but you see, if a mayor comes through, a mayor just killed a vibe.
We have a fucking diss track here. We have a fucking beef.
Should get on a beat, quick time. The beat now. Beat on.
Here's a topic, yeah. Let's do would you rather.
Yes.
Would you rather?
Who's first?
I'll try. I'll think of a hypothetical now. You can all answer. You can all chip in. Would you rather? It's quite hard actually to think of one.
Okay. Would you rather have a lifetime supply of Coca-Cola, or would you rather have a lifetime supply of KFC boneless dips?
Are you allowed to sell it? Mayor's asking.
The question is what there is. Would you rather have that or that?
Yeah. I'll interpret it myself, and I'll take the Coca-Cola because it's a higher monetary value and sell it.
I agree.
How are you gonna sell that?
Go to a third world country, set up a little shop, yeah, where there's bare fucking people and not many Coke dealers, you know what I'm saying? Coca-Cola dealers, that is. and just sell it to them people for a fair price, you know what I'm saying? I still, because of the volume, make bare peas, because I'm getting no overheads on that. I'm getting for free.
You set up a whole business plan here, bro.
Don't you think them motherfuckers want some chicken?
I thought you said chicken dip.
Yeah, he's a dip.
Chicken
Fuck the
dippers.
dip.
Chicken dippers.
Name a country that doesn't have Coca-Cola.
Good question.
Yeah.
Name 3 countries beginning with the letter D.
North Korea. Wait.
North Korea. Man said North Korea.
For the previous question, North Korea doesn't have Coca-Cola. Maybe
Denmark. One. Name 3 countries beginning with the letter D. Denmark.
Donetsk, which is a region in Ukraine that's been invaded by
Dubai.
Russia.
Is that a country?
Dubai.
Dubai.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
There we go. Alright, 2 countries beginning with K.
Kazakhstan.
Kentucky.
That's a state.
Kazakhstan does not start with D.
One more, come on. There's an easy one. There's an easy one. Kazakhstan. There's one more.
Kurkmenistan.
Okay.
Is that one?
Nah, it should be.
Kenya. There you go. That's what I was thinking of.
Should be.
We're talking about D.
That's not countries.
Nah, it should be. Kurkmenistan.
Standoff. Black Ops 2. If you know, you know.
Would you rather have a nude of yourself be posted on your social media against your will, or have a video be posted of you to Twitter of you saying a racial slur?
Naked.
Yeah,
Naked.
I got a big piece.
Huh?
Yeah,
My own humiliation comes before racism.
Respect to this man right here.
But also, it's not even that humiliating having.
Yeah, everyone's got a body, bro.
You think about no, but yeah.
Who's
exactly.
gonna care about
Think
your nude
how
body?
many, like actors here that have nude scenes.
100%.
Nah, they have body doubles though.
And you can recover from that. You can't recover from a racial slur, man. That's bottom line.
It's like,
No, I disagree with the thing you just said. You can recover from both things, but I feel like
I don't know.
one's
Racial
more
slur.
disrespective than the other. And
It depends how you say it, isn't it? Like the context of how you're saying that, maybe.
Right, yeah,
I'd
I'll do this, yeah.
rather take it to myself than
Sorry,
It's done.
I did interrupt him though.
Nah.
Nah, so basically, what is more morally reprehensible? Yeah, kicking a cat or being racist.
racist.
Wait.
kicking a
And
cat.
this has come from obviously Kurt Zuma, former Chelsea player, now plays for
I'd rather kick an animal
West Ham,
than.
was caught kicking
I'd rather
cats.
kick an animal than
Wait,
be racist.
describe morally reprehensible. What does that mean?
Bad.
So which is more bad?
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, which is more bad? Well,
Being racist.
You asked the question
No, I think it
that
depends
you already
how hard
knew.
you kick the cat and
Because
how racist
the reason that I asked this question is recently, yeah, Kurt Zuma, Chelsea player, yeah, ex-Chelsea player, he's a football player. There's a video of him kicking his cats, and it came out, and he's got docked loads of money. There's a massive like outcry against it, yeah. And then there was loads of other cases of people being racist, people like Luis Suarez, and they got much smaller fine, much less fucking controversy, and they carried on playing all this kind of stuff.
Wait, to me, humans come before animals.
I think racism is worse.
No, lie. Humans come before animals.
I think both are fucked up, but
by kicking it.
But would you rather kill a human or a cat?
Yeah, cool. I agree that if you kick it like him, it's better to do that.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
It's confusing.
It's fine.
But we saw the camera audio. Fuck, we'll just go off the camera audio.
Look, yeah. I'd rather kick a cat to death than a human to death. It's really fucked up to say, but
it's true.
that's how
When
it
it
is.
comes down
Bro,
to it,
where
that's-
does
that's what it
consciousness
is.
come into play? Humans or cats?
Exactly,
You get me?
exactly.
So, am I
Exactly.
wrong in saying that?
Why
I
can't
don't
they
know.
both have
Like,
consciousness?
look, this is the...
No, I do believe cats. I don't know what the fuck is he saying yet, but he was right on the first fucking statement. I don't know about everything else.
Cats are just as.
Cats are alive. I do
alive
think
as
they're
us.
alive. I do think they're alive.
What if I had to kill a cat?
Yes, of course, but... Yeah, that's what he said. Oh, yeah,
No,
cats
but
are,
just-
cats
you-
are alive.
It
Would
depends
you
how
rather
old the
kill a
human
cat
is.
or a human?
No, but I'd admit I've got a bias to humans because I am.
Obviously.
Exactly.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that bias is right or correct.
Exactly. That's where it comes from. Just a bias.
Okay, so... This is dumb shit.
Depends how old the human is,
The
man.
answer's always...
If it's a baby, then I'm not gonna do it. But if it's like an
Alright,
old
alright,
I'm not,
man,
saying, I'm not saying this
let's
is
make
my
this
view,
specific.
but
Let's
this
make
is
it
the
specific.
vegan argument that all lives are
equal.
sacrosanct.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, like that's true. Like we feel like we're more intelligent, or because we made all of these, we like automatically put ourselves above other animals just because like we can talk and communicate all this stuff, but like that, like what you just said is like the vegan argument is like why, like there's nothing that really separates us like to be more valuable than a cat's, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like we've just been the ones that have evolved, like, do you know what I'm saying about that?
I know exactly.
Yeah, we're the
I
ones
agree.
making the decision.
Yeah, like we're the ones saying no, we're more valuable. It's like, well, obviously, like the lions are gonna think they're more valuable too. I do understand it.
Because if you talk about intelligence, then you could say, well, does that mean that a baby is less valuable than an adult? They've got no intelligence. They're probably less aware than an adult.
yeah,
And if you take it really basic,
Yeah, no, that's true.
if you take it really basic, everyone's reacting to their own stimuli. So no organism can say they're more valuable than any other one. So actually,
Yeah.
you get me.
But
If you
talk
say
about-
all
if you
this
talk about
is true,
rules-
but at the end of the day, none of us would ever pick killing a human over a cat. You'd always pick killing a cat.
But I feel like that's instinct.
Yeah.
Like,
I
it's just
mean,
like
if
you
it
can't
was
do that.
my cat and it was a dickhead, I'd kill a motherfucker if he hurt my cat. That's
But look, if I
That's
was trying to
real.
survive, if I was
somebody
trying to
touches
survive,
my
I'll
cat,
fucking kill a
touches my
cat and
cat.
eat it.
Wait, what?
What?
It's like a
What?
Keanu Reeves.
So, yeah,
It's
cat.
like film with Keanu Reeves in it.
Matrix.
No, the worst one. but-
Matrix 2.
Nah.
John
John Wick.
Chicken nugget.
He kills his dog in it, so he just goes kills him.
Yeah, I completely agree with that sentiment. I completely agree. It's up to you to decide if you.
Look at that, look at that, bro. Look at that, bro.
It's going on the internet. It's going on the World
Yeah,
Wide Web.
if I, bro, I bet not be accused of
What
being
happened?
a serial killer when I'm older.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here for how long a time? Tell me, how long am I going to be
Probably
here?
around 80 years.
Probably about 60 more years.
Oh, I thought you meant.
Wait.
Yeah,
looking
we're
at
80 years
cigarettes,
about, like, you know, average time for UK. How many years we here for?
80, like on average.
Life. How are we here for what time?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What are you trying to preach?
What are we? What are we?
This is just a brain drop.
Oh, okay,
Alright, here.
We could be one little wave in a motherfucking God's
On the beach.
motherfucking
You just become
brain
that guy.
going like,
Go
oh
across
yeah,
the
I'm thinking
beach.
something. We could be there.
You just
Alright,
become.
yo.
I'm
What
following
would you
now.
prefer, yeah? Short but full life, or a long but a narrow life?
Short but full.
Yeah, wait, short but like eventful,
But yeah,
Yeah.
fulfilled.
or long.
Short and fulfilled
No,
or
no,
long.
no, it's both. Like it depends what path you want to take. Both of them will fulfill you, but which one would you prefer in it?
It's tough, yeah, because I would like a short. I like the idea of
What
short,
fulfills you?
a full life, but also, yeah, like I said, what fulfills me is there's like my passions, and there's also like family and friends, yeah, and like living to a longer life with the people I care about would.
Yeah.
Would you rather be poor and happy or rich and unhappy?
Poor and
We've
happy.
spoken about this.
You'd always
before.
just be happy, wouldn't you? Like, why would you want to be fucking unhappy?
No.
More time,
Money
people who
depends
are
how
rich.
poor.
But how are we?
Oh, I know, they're not
Usually you're
gas,
trying to get
they're not
money
gas.
to be happy. So if you're going to be definitely unhappy with that money, then I wouldn't want it.
Yeah, but how quickly will being poor make you unhappy?
No, it doesn't necessarily have to at all.
Depends if you can cover your means. I feel like the
That's
base.
what I mean,
yeah,
depends what you mean by
What are we
Depends
talking
how
about
poor you
poor?
are.
Like
It's
English,
poor can
English,
make you
English
very-
poor, like American poor, or like
No, but-
fucking Indian poor.
Well, even
Is it
in
very
England,
different?
Yeah,
even
they are.
in England. Bro, did you spill it on the fucking?
did spit it.
Oh shit.
Bro, look at his fucking
Bro,
trousers.
that's the only thing my landlord
Spill
cares
it.
about, the fucking floor, the carpet. Literally.
Oh,
I ain't gonna do nothing.
Well, that's why you didn't want the head.
I ain't gonna do nothing.
Mate, there's some other things.
And with that, bro, I'm gonna wrap it up there. We had some fucking sick conversations. I actually really enjoyed that one. But I'm actually gonna do an outro. Subscribe, and I'll see you for the
Good,
6th episode
good.
next week, my guys.
Next week.
Oh yeah, hopefully next week. Yeah, it will be next week.
Somba.
Yeah. Alright, I appreciate you guys for doing that, man. Thank you. That was good.
That was a good conversation though,
Yeah.
especially at the start. Man.
Yeah, that was really good.
I'm sorry for fucking up.